Good thing we didn't 3-bet him. As I've said, I like to mix it up, and given how we have 3-bet him a lot with our fairly strong hands, I figured mixing it up a bit and just flatting would really diversify our play and allow us to be creative during this match. King 8 here, he min raises us. Gonna flat. Flop a big hand. Okay, so this player doesn't like to bluff. He doesn't like to barrel much. We've seen him check it down on multiple occasions to try to get to showdown with hands that sometimes have showdown value and sometimes with hands that have no showdown value. So as such, we will be raising this player and playing this hand fast because we know he's not capable of bluffing. And if he's not willing to bluff, then the last thing we want to do is allow him to take on free cards on the turn and river. King 10 here, gonna flat again. Flop nothing, and we're probably just gonna give it up to him if he bets. Have it, mister. Nine 5 here, gonna continue min raising his button. Okay, our button, sorry. Flop a really good hand here. Obviously he's not gonna have much, and if this were a case where we had like, you know, king 7 or something, we would want to bet it with the hopes of taking it down now. But given how we do have a monster, I don't want to lose him. Okay, so now the 7 turns, and we're gonna bet fairly small. I want him to call with any straight draw, with any pair, with any high card for the matter, and I know that this board basically doesn't even touch him at all, given how we have so many of the cards that make the hand here that makes the full house. So I don't mind how we played that hand. He's not going to have something there to pay us off that often, and that's what poker is about most of the time, is someone making the best hand while we make the second best hand. Here we will see bet though. Okay, he finally 3-bets us. It's not pre-flop, it's actually on the flop. And it's fairly small. Had I had the ace of clubs, I would have definitely called this really, really small. It's basically a min-raise 3-bet. But since it's the first time he's done so, I'm just going to let it go and pitch it. Nine 4 offsuit here. Gonna let it go. 9 8 though, we will raise. King 9 here. We will flat. Okay. Here I will 3-bet though. I'm gonna make it fairly small, as if to say I have a queen and I want you to call, and he does flat us. Okay. At this point, I'm done with the hand. In my mind, I see him giving us the pot on that flop with that raise, and then when he bets 90, it's such a small raise. Like I don't even think if I hit a king or a 9 here, I'm gonna be good. But he's giving us such a nice price to do so. I'm just gonna pitch it. King Jack here, we're gonna min raise. Ace 4 we will call. Hit the gutter with the second pair. And he basically gives us the hand, and we will value bet fairly decent. And he lets it go. Jack 4 here. I'm gonna start raising 3x with the lower end of my range to try to make those hands profitable. And obviously with the top or middle to top end of my range, I'll min raise to try to get him to call off and to allow us to see flops with him with a better range of hands. So here, as I was saying, 8-3, we will make it 3x here. Hopefully he folds. The last thing we want to do is essentially see flops with hands like this with him. And in the case that we do, I will explain what I do in those situations. Here with the ducks, okay, he just makes our life a bit easier. So our opponent, McJeffo here, is going to be extremely exploitable at the 25-50 level. If he's playing this tight at the 25-50 level, I'm going to be able to extract so much value just by stealing his big blind. And what I intend to do when the 25-50 level comes is raising his limps. If he does limp at the 25-50 level, I will be raising those limps significantly. And it's so easy to accumulate chips at that level because these players just don't know how to perform optimally when that blind level hits, and they tend to play fit or fold quite fast, either pre-flop or after the flop. Here with the king 7, we will see bet. Our hand has some showdown value, but I'd rather try to take down the pot now. He does 3-bet us again, and just gonna have to pitch it. We really have nothing to go further. We have no reason to go further with that hand. Most of the time we're gonna take it down and we're gonna win. Here with the jack queen suited, I'm gonna call it. Hit our jack. Now I see no reason why we shouldn't value bet. So I'll bet something like 70. Try to get like a 7 or a 3 to call us, or whatever pocket pair he might have, or even an ace high. 10-7 here. Okay. I hate this hand so much. Looking at it just makes me angry every time. It makes me more angry than Deuce 7, to be honest, because Deuce 7 has a lot of legend to it. It's known as the worst hand in poker, so you have people who have stories of playing it when the Deuce to 7 game is on in a no limit hold'em cash game, things like that. 8-4 suited here. Gonna get a bit creative and 3-bet him, and hopefully try to take it down now. But if it doesn't, this hand clearly doesn't play too well post flop, but that allows us to get away from the hand quite easily if it doesn't flop well. Queen 8 here, leaning towards the middle of our range. We want to be able to play this hand post flop, and as such, I don't mind min raising here. See, he's playing so tight. Oh my goodness, it just makes life so much easier because we sit back here and it's like raise, 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 fold, fold, fold. It just makes playing poker make a lot more sense. As soon as you avoid all those leveling wars that occurs against, regular players, it just tilts you less, to be honest. Because right now we know we're better than this guy. As maniacal or egotistical as that may sound, we know we're better than him. Queens here, gonna 3-bet him. Perhaps he's gonna see it's funny because the meta hasn't developed to a point where he's realized we're doing this more or less lighter than normal, and it's unfortunate for us because when we do pick up hands, he's not reacting the way we want him to react. But it's okay though, it's poker. These things happen sometimes. Here we're going to try something different and just limp in with our 7-8 suited. Change it up a bit. Hit a 7 here. Just going to check it. I see no reason why I need to bet here. I'll just get to showdown. And we get to showdown. And he hits a jack on the river. If I were him, I would have value bet that. But he's not us. He's not me. King 5 here. Just gonna chuck it. Okay, so here's that magical level that appears. Hopefully he doesn't change up his game too much. Normally, at the 25-50 level, players will be playing the way he's been playing. Prior to the 2550 level, though, players will be a lot more loose. But he's shown to be playing the 2550 level, that style of weak type player uh, throughout the entire match. So we will continue to min raise him. Okay, so now he's just shoving over us. Okay. He's gonna fold 99% of the time. Nope, he decides to raise us. Okay, so that was the first the first really aggressive move we've seen him make. The all-in over a min raise, and it's funny. Okay, here with the aces, I think the best way to play this would be to continue that meta that we developed. So, just gonna click it back and make it 100 more. So he folds. It's funny. Again, I don't want to get too fancy with the way I play. Here we're just gonna, call off with the ace queen, and he has jack 10. And normally what I do is I close the window because I don't like seeing showdowns when I have the best hand for this particular reason. But since I'm making a video, I will indeed leave it open for you guys to view. And so in that one situation, I mean, he could have so many different hands. You could have more or less the way he's been playing. He's going to show up there with weaker aces. But the fact that he showed up with a hand that is typically going to be racing to 60-40ing us is unfortunate. Here with the king 7, just going to go over the top. He's been min raising quite frequently. And so the king 7 is normally going to be above his range, and if it's not, then I mean, sucks to be us. 10-6 here. Going to continue our min raising. He's shown, I mean, this is a spot where we can catch up fairly quickly, given how he's folding so much of his button and so much of his big blind. And now when we double up, we're going to be taking the lead. So please fold. Nope, he decides to min raise us. Min raise here with the 10-3. See what I mean by how quickly things can change at this level? About 6 hands ago we were at 500, so we're just gonna call off here with the ace jack. He shows up with the 7s, and hopefully we win the race. Flop, basically the best thing we can ask for. Oh my god, that's a lot of... So unfortunately we lose, but that happens. Anyways, I'll be posting this video up soon. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.